Sign up to be a News 6 Insider today at clickorlando.com/insider. Live from clickorlando.com and WKMG, we're getting results in your neighborhood now at 4 p.m.
Now at 4, a scare on the water. An airboat crashes into a sandbar, sending several people to the hospital.
Plus, a live look at the roads as the rush to Memorial Day destinations begins, the busiest times for traffic.
But first, tragic new details in Volusia County on a crash that killed a 4th grade student as she biked to school this morning. The police chief calling it a heartbreaking loss with just a week left before summer vacation. I'm Lisa Bell.
Thank you so much for joining us on News 6 at 4. I'm Ginger Gadsden.
And I'm Julie Broughton. We're told the young girl was in a crosswalk at Charles Street when she was hit this morning right near the entrance at Sugar Mill Elementary School. That's in Port Orange. News 6's Catherine Silver joins us live. And Catherine, did police give any idea of how this could have happened?
Well, the police chief walked us through what he knows so far so we can show you. So we're told the little girl was riding her bike down the sidewalk here through this marked crosswalk, and the car was leaving campus when they collided. Port Orange police want to understand exactly how and why this happened and what can be done to prevent something like this from happening ever again. And Port Orange police say they will have more patrols here. We already saw them during pickup this afternoon. As for the driver from this morning's crash, will they face any charges? The chief of police says that question will be answered as they continue to investigate. For now, I'm live in Port Orange. Catherine Silver, getting results, News 6.
Just awful. Catherine, thank you. We are following breaking news on an airboat crash in Osceola County. It sent multiple people to the hospital. Sky 6 flew over the scene. It happened when a tour was coming back through a canal that links Lake Toho and East Lake Toho. The sheriff's office says 11 people were on board when the airboat hit a sandbar. 8 people were sent to the hospital to be checked out. The tour group owner told us the 8 had minor injuries. He says they've been dealing with very shallow water recently, and the level must have dropped overnight and the path they typically take back to shore.
Every rescue has its own challenges. We're just fortunate that we were able to get here quickly enough to be able to assess, triage, and transport the patients as soon as possible. Certainly, we were fortunate that while there were injuries and there were transports that were required, we're lucky that we didn't have any trauma transports.
The Coast Guard and Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission are investigating.
The big weather story is the heat for your Memorial Day forecast. You can expect the beaches to be packed as we take a live look at Daytona from our Daytona Toyota and DeLand Kia camera. Daytona Beach always busy, but especially this weekend. Lifeguards want people to be aware of the signs and conditions with the red flag waving today on the towers, reminding people of rip currents. Now, News 6's Molly Reed will have much more on the beach preps, including concerns about pop-up events that are unsanctioned. Her story is coming up all new at 5. Right now, though, we do want to get right over to Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells, who is pinpointing the forecast for everyone who's making those Memorial Day weekend plans. Tom?
Indeed. And we told you the heat was coming, but just because you know doesn't really make it that much better, does it? Here's radar right now. All is good. We're clear. No radar echoes. That's kind of a bummer. We need the rain so very badly. Temperature reading downtown Orlando on the light Orlando delivering Hope Cam. Broken cloud cover, but no real shot at rain. Wind is from the east-southeast at about 8 miles per hour. If you have on the town plans this evening, temperatures are going to cooperate and rain's going to stay away. Rain chances are basically nil. 93 smoking degrees at 6 p.m. By 8 o'clock with the sun setting low, it will still be 88. And this is kind of the start. Tomorrow, forecast high versus the records. We're going to get awfully close to records everywhere, if not snag a record. Melbourne looks like we get the record. We don't get the record of 95 from back in 2000. Probably not going to get the record at Daytona Beach, but in Orlando, we just might. We might get there before it's over. Weekend forecast, it's a hot one. Daytime high on Monday, Memorial Day, looks to be 99. I will be right back with the 7-day forecast that does include a few rain chances. See you there.
All right, Tom, we'll see you then. The rush to get from point A to point B is in full effect. Here's a live look at I-4 for people heading home or getting ready to head out to their Memorial weekend destinations. More than 2.5 million Floridians will be traveling 50 miles or more, whether that's driving or flying. The Federal Aviation Administration predicts this will be the most traveled Memorial Day weekend in 14 years. Just yesterday, TSA screened more than 2.8 million passengers nationwide. That is the second highest screening volume in TSA's history, behind Thanksgiving travel last year. CBS's Chris Van Cleve shows us how the FAA is keeping air traffic flowing this weekend. Now, if you do plan to drive this weekend, AAA expects the worst time to drive today will be until 7 o'clock tonight, and then Sunday and Monday from 3 until 7 p.m.
We have an important warning for seniors on Social Security. Federal government imposters are using scare tactics to intimidate you. They claim your account has been suspended, but as News 6 investigator Mike Holfeld shows us, that is not the case.
A rapper arrested in California after the SWAT team raided his Florida home. He is facing fraud charges, and so is his mom.
But first, thousands injured each year. Now, new standards for beach umbrellas. What changes could be coming?
You're watching News 6 at 4, Getting Results. We will be right back. During the break, we are streaming live on Facebook. Search Lisa Bell News on Facebook right now.
News 6 Insider is sponsored by Orange County Library System.
Hi there, early birds. Are you on the go? Grab your coffee and your phone and log in for breakfast with me, Bridget. We'll have the latest headlines, an update on your traffic, and of course, what's going on with the weather. Sometimes we have special guests too to talk about stories we're working on and what's going on in your community. So join us weekdays at 7:30 for Breakfast with Bridget on News 6 Plus and clickorlando.com.
Roofclaim.com, your easiest roof ever. Live with Lisa Bell, Julie Broughton, Ginger Gadsden, and Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells. You're watching WKMG, Getting Results at 4 p.m.
A celebrity mansion in South Florida raided by law enforcement. The home near Davie is rented by singer Sean Kingston, who was arrested in California last night and now faces fraud and theft charges. Video shows boxes of electronics being carried from his home. Kingston is accused of stealing an entertainment system worth $150,000 that was installed in his house. An attorney says that includes a 232-inch TV that was never fully paid for.
He's got basically a script. He says that he works with Justin Bieber and that he obviously puts on a big show here. This is a rental house. He doesn't own it. And he lures people using his celebrity into having them release things without him paying for it, and then he simply never pays.
So Kingston's mother was also arrested and faces similar charges. She faced a judge earlier today. The singer reacted on social media saying his lawyers are handling the situation.
If you're headed to the beach this weekend, keep this statistic in mind. Every year, thousands of people in the U.S. are hospitalized due to umbrella-related accidents. Now, a new standard could change how they're designed. Julie Salomon has more from St. Pete Beach.
It's something you really just don't think about, but you should.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Because when I go to the beach, I always want an umbrella.
Of course, you need one. Yeah, I'm looking at the beach right now to see if there are umbrellas out there. Here's a live look at Daytona Beach from our Daytona, Toyota, and DeLand Kia camera. Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells joins us now. And Tom, you said it was going to be a hot one, and man, is it delivering out there.
Oh. Heavens to be, it's delivering. It's hot, 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 hot. Radar just as clear as it can be all the way down to the south, up to the north. We widen the view out. We have no radar echoes anywhere near Central Florida. What do we have? We've got a lot of heat. Take a look at the precipitation outlook coming up May 30th through June 3rd. Oh, wow. Yeah. Average to below. It's going to be dry. We don't have a whole lot of rain coming on, but the temperature is going to be average to above. It's going to be hot and dry and hot and dry. Countdown to summer. Summer actually begins at 27 days. We live in Orlando, Florida, or at least Central Florida. That doesn't really pertain to us. Near record heat coming up this weekend will make you think it's August. Look at that. By Monday, our daytime high is going to be 99. The record is 100, dating all the way back to 1962. Some of those records may fall this very weekend. Light Orlando delivering Hope camera, it is 90. Right now in Orlando. Here's that shot of Daytona Beach again. There are a lot of umbrellas and tents out here. Do you guys use a tent or an umbrella?
I like an umbrella.
I like a tent.
I like a tent. I'm a tent guy.
Yeah.
I hold it down with my Publix bags full of sand like that.
Seems sturdier.
It's very sturdy.
Yeah.
Big Daddy Tom stays out of the sun.
And bigger.
Yeah. You saying I'm big?
No, but you can fit more people under there.
Okay, 88 degrees currently in Daytona Beach. Winds from the east at 9. Temperatures all across Central Florida. 93 right now in Leesburg, 93 in Winter Haven, 86 New Smyrna. Winds are going to bring in our sea breeze. As you see it here, coming this way, and the sea breeze here. They're going to run, boom, headlong into each other. They're not going to do much. Temperature trend in the coming days, wow, hot. Up to 99, 98. Heat index trend about the same. The one you want to take note of is 101 Sunday, 103 on Memorial Day Monday. That's a crazy heat index number. Rain chances tomorrow no better than 20%, and most of you will flat out never see the rain. High pressure's in control. Soil scale number for tomorrow, quiet. It's so hot. We'll give it a 6 on a scale of 1 to 10. Here's the way it goes tonight. Sea breeze collision. Very little rain. Tomorrow, here come the sea breezes again. They will once again collide late in the day. Maybe some rain from Orlando out to the east along the coast. I know you're burning up in Brevard County, and you need that rain. Heading into Sunday, Monday, things are slow to change. Our rain chances are low, 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 and the heat is on. Lows tonight, 70s all around. We'll call it 74 in Orlando. Here's tomorrow.
Your forecast is sponsored by Freedom Health Medicare Advantage plans.
High tomorrow, upper 90s with a heat index number well past 100. The 7-day forecast holds very little relief. 99 Sunday, 99 Monday, 98 on Tuesday. Rain chances will go to 40% on Wednesday.
Tom, thank you. And don't forget, News 6 is hitting the road once again, taking our live newscast to Kissimmee and the 34744 zip code. And if you live there, we want to hear from you. What makes your community so special? What would you like to see changed? Let us know. Just head to clickorlando.com/hitstheroad.
Well, generally, when we are in the field, we're the ones asking all the questions. But come this weekend, one of us will have to answer some questions, where one of us will be the guest this weekend.
Then, school is out for many students right now. Summer camp can be expensive. The donation that's helping ease the cost for parents. And how many spots are still open? You're watching News 6 at 4, Getting Results. We'll be right back.
This portion of the news is sponsored by Light Orlando, delivering hope together.
Orlando Fringe's Theater Festival wraps up this weekend, and one show gives you a late-night talk show experience.
Yeah, so the host, Mark Cashwell, will have special guests, including our very own Julie Broughton.
Surprise.
Wow.
Yes, his show is called Tonight Tonight. It's an improvised late night talk show where Mark comes up with the questions on the spot. Ooh. There will be 2 more performances this weekend. I will be at the show on Sunday. That's Sunday afternoon inside the Starlight Room at Savoy. News 6 producer Brooke Savage asked Mark if he's ever interviewed someone from the news before, and he said he's had a journalist on his show during another Fringe festival. Here's how that turned out.
The question was, what would you like to do if you weren't doing the current occupation you're currently doing? And she mentioned, well, I was thinking about maybe being a yoga instructor in another lifetime. And I was like, well, we have a captive audience. Let's go for it. So that's just the beauty of improv. And I took her into leading the entire audience in a couple of yoga poses.
Wow.
Are you prepared for this?
I'm going to pay people to show up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe I'll pay you guys to show up. So it's at 2:30 Sunday afternoon. Am I prepared for it? I really don't know.
I mean, I feel like that's a question that you could be asked this weekend.
I don't think I'm going to have to do yoga. So that's
right.
He does improv with a good friend of mine in Indianapolis. So she connected us. So I trust her that she would not put me in a situation that's not going to be great.
You're very brave, though.
No, it'll be good. I mean,
I think it'll be really great. Well,
you can always just reply no comment.
Yes, no. My friend Shannon raves about him, so I'm excited to meet him.
How exciting.
You can listen to the full interview on clickorlando.com for the latest theater, arts, and entertainment news. Check out the Setting the Stage newsletter. Just go to clickorlando.com/newsletter to subscribe. School is out today for thousands of kids, and a donation is paving the way to give more kids access to summer camp.
Yeah, they are slashing prices by more than 50%. We get a look at that program. Plus, are you one of the millions of Floridians hitting the road for Memorial Day? You better leave now. We break down the top 5 roadside attractions. That's coming up.
Live with clickorlando.com and streaming on News 6 Plus. This is News 6 at 4:30. Getting Results.
Now at 4, the multi-billion-dollar historic settlement changing the course for college sports. The athletes past, current, and future getting a payday.
Then summer camp can be expensive. Now a donation is giving one community a big discount to help parents out. But you have to act fast. Glad you're with us. I'm Julie Broughton.
I'm Ginger Gadsden. This is News 6 at 4:30, Getting Results.
And I'm Lisa Bell. Despite a helium leak, NASA says the Boeing Starliner will try to fly its first astronauts again as soon as next weekend. The latest launch date comes after calling off the countdown 2 weeks ago. Since the scrub, there have been even more delays for Butch Wilmore and Sunny Williams' historic mission to the International Space Station. News 6's James Barbera reports leadership continues to sound confident even with all the challenges.
As Boeing, ULA, and NASA prepare to finally get Starliner off the ground with a crew on board, SpaceX is planning the 4th flight test of Starship. That's the spacecraft NASA plans to use to return American astronauts to the moon and the most powerful rocket ever built. The company announcing it could launch as soon as June 5th. SpaceX is just waiting on approval. It's been 2 months since Starship's last test flight. That one was the most successful mission yet for the massive rocket. Starship made it into space and flew for nearly an hour before it broke apart during re-entry. The first 2 launches ended in explosions. Be sure to sign up to get the big space stories sent straight to your inbox. It's all part of our Covering the Space Coast and Beyond newsletter from News 6 Space Coast reporter James Barbero. Subscribe at clickorlando.com/newsletter.
A new era in college sports may be here soon. A landmark agreement was made last night between the NCAA and the most powerful conferences. Bradley Blackburn has the story.
The man accused of shooting and killing another man in the parking lot of a Marion County middle school appeared before a judge. Roderick Watson Jr. is facing a murder charge. Deputies say he opened fire on Joseph Coles after the two got into a fight at North Marion Middle School on Wednesday night. It happened as a student award ceremony was going on inside the school. Coles was taken to the hospital but later died. Watson told deputies he was acting in self-defense, but investigators say the evidence and witness statements did not support the claim. He remains in jail on no bond.
He's overseen 2 elections during his short time on the job, and today a ceremony was held to swear in a new era in Orange County. Glenn Gilzine took over the role of supervisor of elections when Bill Cowles retired after more than 30 years in office. Gilzine was appointed by Governor DeSantis in early March, weeks before Florida's presidential primary election. Something new he brought to the office, live streaming the ballot process, something he says offers transparency. With less than 6 months until the November election, we want to know what issues matter to you. Use your phone camera to scan the QR code on your screen and click the link. It will take you to the form. We hope to see your responses. With the last day of school officially wrapping up for Orange County students, the YMCA in the Pine Hills community is offering a great deal for families who may want to send their kids to summer camp.
Yeah, thanks to a donation from the Heart of Florida United Way, summer camp prices have been reduced by more than half off to help parents out.
Although there's only a couple of spots left if you want to sign your kids up. News 6's Izzy Castro gives us a look at this year's summer program.
It's awesome. Summer camps are so
Oh my gosh, yeah, and they're hard to come by, especially really reliable ones too. Well, if you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, we're breaking down the top 5 Florida roadside attractions, and it includes a strange connection to the Chucky doll you've seen in those horror movies, plus the Fountain of Youth. Tom.
That Chucky doll still gives me the creeps, doesn't it you?
Oh yeah.
All right, temperature reading downtown 90 degrees on the Light Orlando Delivering Hope camera. This is just the start of a really hot, near record-setting holiday weekend. I'll be back with details in minutes.
You're watching News 6 at 4:30. Getting Results. We'll be right back.
This portion of the news is sponsored by your Central Florida Honda dealers. It's time to prepare for hurricane season. June 3rd at 8 p.m., join News 6's Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells and the entire Pinpoint Weather team for Weathering the Storm, a News 6 Pinpoint Hurricane Special. We're going to tell you how to get your home ready, what you should buy now, and some household hacks to last all season long. The News 6 Pinpoint Hurricane Special, June 3rd at 8 p.m. Weather the storms with News 6. Live with Lisa Bell, Julie Broughton, Ginger Gadsden, and Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells. You're watching WKMG, getting results at 4 p.m.
Well, you know what's coming? One of the hottest weekends we've had in a long time, and it happens to be over Memorial Day. Brook and cloud cover downtown on the light. Orlando delivering Hope camera. 90 degrees at news time. That's going to seem chilly compared to where we're going. Currently, it's 93 in Sanford, 91 right now in the Villages, 86 in Melbourne, 87 at the Cape. There's our big ridge of high pressure that's going to dominate the entire weekend. We spend most of our time on the backside of the high. Southerly flow will be established and the sea breezes will kick in. Watch. Tonight, the sea breeze collision hits in the next couple of hours. By 8 o'clock, no rain. It's acting like summer, but there's not enough moisture to produce the showers. So the sea breezes come together and we get nothing. Through the weekend, same thing, although tomorrow, a slightly better chance of rain from Orlando out to the east as we start to modify the air mass just a little bit, enough to maybe get some scattered showers going. For the most part, though, the flavor of the weekend is that we're really hot and we're really dry, and that's the way it's going to be for the next several days. Overnight lows are not really lows. We dropped to 70 in the Villages, 72 in Leesburg, 73 in Kissimmee, 75 out at the Cape. We're going to call the overnight low in Orlando. 74, mild, dry. Here's tomorrow.
Your forecast is sponsored by the Flooring Center.
Really good looking day if you can take the heat. The daytime high tomorrow well into the upper 90s. The heat index up to about 102 to 104. Come look at the week ahead. High tomorrow 97, but 99 on Sunday. Monday, it's Memorial Day. It's going to be 99 degrees for the daytime high with the heat index past 100. We don't get real relief until it rains, and our rain chances only go to 40% on Wednesday. We're just hot for as far as we can see.
I'm going to be inside hugging my AC, Tom.
I'm right there with you.
Thank you. Well, if you are one of the many families planning a trip on this long holiday weekend, why not avoid the beaches and the theme parks and check out a less traveled attraction? Anchor Matt Austin and I break down our top 5 roadside attractions in the Sunshine State. I still talk about that place all the time, that poor guy, because and the part we didn't get in there for that part of it is he's like maybe 5 feet tall and 100 pounds.
Tiny.
Yeah, little guy. Yeah, and would do it. They think it's the
how do you do it?
The magnetic force field or something.
He told people he figured out how the pyramids were made.
Yeah,
and that's how he
did
place.
that. Yeah,
they never had. You know, he didn't have big construction crews.
No.
He didn't have a bunch of friends helping.
No one ever saw him do anything though. But they'd get up the next day and all of these walls were put up. It's crazy.
And there's a door there Ginger was telling me about. It's 9 tons, right?
And you could open it with a finger.
You push it with a finger.
That is
I think Robert the Doll did it.
Robert the Doll.
Thank you. Are you on the Robert the Doll train with me?
I've met Robert the Doll.
What?
I told you I've seen Robert the Doll.
Oh, okay.
In Key West.
Okay, we got to go.
We met.
You can check out the full episode right now. Maybe you can ask Julie this question tomorrow at Fringe Fest. It's on the News 6 Plus app for your smart TV, or you can listen wherever you get your podcast.
Well, Matt Austin is here now with what's coming up on News 6 at 5.
Hey, we're keeping an eye on busy roads, busy beaches this Memorial Day weekend. What you need to know before you head out. And as we celebrate Memorial Day weekend, local lawmakers are looking for more ways to honor veterans. What Seminole County is doing, that's next. Your pinpoint accurate forecast only minutes away. Oh yeah, people are already out there celebrating. Don't forget you can stream all our newscasts and the live cameras like this beautiful look at Daytona Beach for free anytime on News 6 Plus.